Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. And this reading is for Aquarius for the 28th of January 2019. And it's a general reading, so it may not suit everyone, but hopefully there's a message here just for you. Enjoy. Hi Aquarius, thanks for bearing with me this week because the reading is a little bit late for you. But here we go, this is it. Now we have the Temperance card, the King of Pentacles, and the Lover's card. Now these were at the bottom of the deck, so I'm going to use them as an indicator of what the larger reading is going to be about. Now, is there something that has touched your heart a little bit? And it's making you want to move forward, but you're aware that it's something that you have to do slowly in a measured way. And you have to show self-control here and be patient, because it is something that you want to do, and it could be that it's a relationship that you want to develop, because is there a possibility here that you've found another person that you get along with really well and you're wanting to develop that? Now, could it also be that you have been known in the past to use your position or the amount of money, or even just be, generous in spending money on the people that you are interested in? And it could also be that maybe you become a little bit jealous when you're in a relationship or a partnership, even if it is casual. And moving on to the next card, the Lover's card here, because this is something that you may be feeling is a bit more than past experiences, it could be that you're wanting this love interest to, trust you and see that you are more than having money thrown at you. And this is a harmonious relationship here. There is something that is drawing you together. But because you want it to be, something that may last a little bit longer than normal, you want the foundations to be correct. So you're spending time and maybe talking and getting to know this person. Let's have a look at the other cards and see what they say. Now we have the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Now, are you wanting to, partner up with someone? And, through this, that it's going to be something worthwhile. You can see a good future in this. You see it's going to be special. And it's something that you want to create. So you're going to put time into it and effort. And this could be new ground for you though, because although you have had, relationships in the past, this could be something that takes it a step further. So this could be breaking new ground because there are deeper feelings here than possibly you've allowed before. And because of that, maybe you're a little bit more vulnerable than normal because you don't want to be rejected. You don't want to, seem ridiculous. And it could be that you're constantly then saying, is everything okay? Are you enjoying yourself? And you're more focused on what the other person is thinking because the feelings are greater than previous relationships where you were more concerned of whether you were having a good time. And moving on to the Nine of Cups here, could this be a dream come true? Could this be something that is making you happy? And it's something that has taken the pleasures of having a relationship to a higher height. Now, let's move on to the next set of cards, and we have the Five of Swords in reverse. We have the Three of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, has something happened though? Have you maybe done something that maybe you're not quite as proud of? Could it be that it was at a party and there was a casual moment with someone that you just were in the moment and you didn't think of the deeper meaning that could be behind it? And it could be that because of that moment of pleasure, have you maybe lost more than you retained? Because there is a loss here. It could be that because of what happened on this night out, and the fun that you had and the moment that you had has maybe lost you something that was much more valuable than that moment. Now let's move down to the next set of cards, and we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. Now, because of this loss, is it possible that, you have began a relationship with someone, but on a night out you had a casual moment with someone else? And on being found out that, this was something that you weren't happy in being confronted about, and you could then, behave in a way that, creates arguments, or it could even be that you say, well, maybe I'm more suited to the casual moment than the something special. And, you move on then to say that, you don't want to continue with this special path. And it could be that you're lying to yourself in this. And moving on to the Two of Swords in reverse. Because are you really wanting to explore this special relationship. And because of this behaviour, and this reaction, that, are you maybe lying to yourself? Did things get too serious, possibly? Because the next card is the King of Cups in reverse. And this is about closing your heart off or acting in a way that appears to be heartless and pulling away from people, and possibly thinking about the whole experience. But because you've pulled away, are you maybe damaging the possibility of something special more than you already have? Now, and moving on to the next set of cards, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Swords. Now, with looking at everything that's been going on, and giving yourself time away from everyone to do it, have you maybe realised that, you have threatened this special relationship? Maybe you didn't think that this would count towards anything. And it could be that you're now feeling that you're going to have to do anything and everything that you can to try to maintain something here. Because this is a moment of crisis. This relationship is in jeopardy. So you're going to try to find a way of making it better, if you possibly can. And in doing all this thinking and mulling over everything that's happened, you're giving yourself sleepless nights. Because possibly you're struggling to find a way back from the things that have happened. And that could lead to maybe you drowning your sorrows or, using something to just help you sleep. Because you're feeling the loss because of this behaviour. And, it could be all this thinking and sleepless nights and trying to find a way out of this crisis that have you maybe came upon an idea that you believe will work. And it's something that you rush into. And because you're rushing into, you're grasping onto this idea, it's very easy then to make mistakes. And it could be that, in doing this, you believe that you're doing the right thing. And you believe that this is the right way to fix everything that has gone on. But the thing is that even if you do manage to fix this special relationship, even just a little, What then? Because do you have a larger plan? Will this same thing happen again? Because, have you came to the realisation that a special relationship is what you want? Or are you just trying to prevent the loss? Because once you get past, the point that you have this person back, are you going to be someone that the focus will be on them? Or will your focus be on whatever moment comes your way? Let's have a look at these 3 cards. Now, we have the Temperance card, and we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Lover's card. Now, you are trying to act in a way that has some sort of self-control, because you do have a harmonious relationship here that you're wanting to move forward, that you're wanting to become a partnership with. And because you're so used to, all the power and all the money and all the generosity that entices people to you, when something real comes along where possibly none of this works and you're having to be real and not enticing, but just you, not everything else, you're going to have the trust in the relationship, and the communication between you in order to build the harmony. And that trust is going to be the pin that holds everything together. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. And even though if this reading in entirety doesn't quite match what's going on in your life this week, then it could be that even just 1 or 2 of these cards are more related to your particular situation, because this is a general reading. Now, please, take anything here that is relevant for you, and maybe look at things in a slightly different way from someone else's point of view, and that could help with your understanding of how things are developing. Now, please take care in whatever it is you're doing, and I hope to see you next week. Take care now, Aquarius. Bye.